Welcome, Kyra Secure family. Dr. Sherry McAllister at the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress. And this is going to be one of those moments where you can sit back, relax, and know the future is bright. And it's bright because I think when you see what we're about to present today, you will see that your engagement and the development of what we have for you is going to change everything. So let's get started. Our presentation today is adjusted reality, how chiropractic can transform whole being health. And as we go through this slide deck, I could not be more appreciative, especially to the top four that came on the journey with us: the National Boards of Chiropractic Examiner, Foot Leveler, Standard Process, and NCMIC. That is what made Adjusted Reality come to life, and we are delighted to share what is coming up next for you. But first, we're going to get into the context of efficacy. What exactly does that mean? Well, recently we found out that the FDA is issuing a draft guidance pushing for the development of non opioid analgesics for chronic pain. That's critically important because that shifts the national narrative. That means that they're trying to reduce the reliance on pharmacological pain management and favor us, a safe, effective approach to pain. Now, we know we're way more than a pain management system, which is why we're focusing on whole being care. But stay with me because what we're trying to do is start where they are. And that they being those that are putting regulations and policies and legislation in place. So, for them, the opportunity for chiropractic care is really one of the mainstays for leading the charge on interventions, because what we saw in the Journal of Pain last month was that chronic pain has gone up 22%. That's a big leap. That takes us from the 50 million that are suffering every day with chronic pain to over 60 million. And don't forget, we include the additional 20 million that are experiencing high intensity level pain. And I think this is where chiropractic really has to have a clear, solid message, showcase our solid research and the outcomes that when we align with the patient and find them in their personal care program, we can build on a bigger, better, and more beautiful tomorrow. So, as we move through, when that efficacy piece matters most is when the guidelines are going to take place. Now, you all remember the American College of Physician guidelines in 2017 talking about why spinal manipulation, and as chiropractors call it, the adjustment is so critical. Patients receiving chiropractic care, according to the BMJ 2019, showcased that low back pain had a 41% lower likelihood of an opioid prescription. So we're feeding right into the narrative on why we are so effective in what we do. In 2020, the Cochrane Review found spinal manipulation was statistically significant for pain reduction and function for those who are having acute and chronic neck pain. These are the pieces that come together that really show that once chiropractic gets involved, everything changes. And that's the adjusted reality that the health systems need to see. And that's why JAMA Open Network in 2020 showcased integrating chiropractic care in health systems reduces imaging and specialty referrals. So we're reducing the needs for MRIs and we're making a big change in life. And whole being care is where we need to have our focus. Because when we look at the patient, we're talking about the 7 pillars that change their life. Are they investing in themselves? Are you investing in yourself? Are we being able to replenish ourselves with good sleep hygiene? Chiropractors own sleep hygiene. We also own posture. Nourishment. What do I mean by nourishment? Every patient comes with different needs. How you're helping them is specific to what you do. And then we come into movement. Well, chiropractors know that what doesn't grow dies. So movement is a big piece. If they're not moving, they're not growing. If they're not growing, well, potentially they're losing their muscle mass. Adjustments. Well, We need not go into that. If you do need more help in the adjustment area, you contact the foundation. Contentment is the key because this is where we talk about opioid addiction. We talk about depression and anxiety, and we talk about how the body and the inner workings of neuroplasticity changes how the nervous system is able to connect with the entire body. The research is out. Dr. Heidi Horvick is doing a fantastic job of showing how adjustments impact the nervous system. And then, last but absolutely not least, is revitalizement. What is that? And that is finding a career that's so much more. It's the lifestyle of chiropractic and where we want to go. Every single day you walk into practice, there's probably one person who should be walking in your shoes, literally walking with you to become a chiropractor. I can't think of a better occupation in my life. And every day I wake up feeling exuberant that I chose chiropractic, or maybe perhaps I'll say chiropractic chose me. And that is why we launched last week on Tuesday Adjusted Reality. This is the book that is out now. You can buy, and it's by Forbes Book. So we have two powerful groups working with us, Forbes PR and Finn, and that really helps us move the needle. So when we're looking at how we move the needle, we need to be on social media with our social media cover photos that can go on your Facebook, such as Choose Chiropractic, to optimize your whole being. But we also need to think about our posters in our wall. Every time I talk to you, every month I say, keep your walls alive, because patients really do pay attention. And sometimes we kind of, well, perhaps we don't notice our walls anymore. So it's important that we switch it up. We educate ourselves, which is why we bring these webinars to you. And this is the CA's role. When was the last time you had coffee or lunch or a meeting with your CA to talk about a purpose driven practice? Well, get them to first watch this one. It was released on Wednesday, October 15th. It was fantastic. It was highly attended, highly reviewed. And I want to make sure that you're doing your part to ensure your CA can do their part. Now, as we move through, what social media graphics are you using? Are you educating your patients, or is it puppy dogs and butterflies? I have nothing against puppy dogs and butterflies, but listen, you can move better, live better. You can benefit from chiropractic care if you're willing to put the social media out there that helps educate so that they can make better choices for themselves, because it's all about agency. You bring the print materials to them. You want to do any type of talk, then you reach out to the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress. And I will tell you, our membership director, Haley, would be absolutely delighted to help you in any way, shape, or form. That's why we're here. Every dollar that comes in is a dollar that goes out to market you. And I want to remind you, if you have not updated your Find a Doctor directory at the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress, you're missing out, because our Adjusted Reality book is going big and they need to find you. So wherever they are in the world, if your Find a Doctor directory is updated, they'll be able to come to your practice, make an appointment, and we build our practices. We build our communities. And we do that in different ways. One is get them to listen. Adjusted Reality is a game changer. You want to know why? Because we have people like Merrill Hodge, an outstanding NFL player, and he gives insights for better living. And we mix it up a lot. We bring in those that talk favorably about chiropractic so that they hear others talk about us. And you can listen to this on your YouTube, your Buzzsprout, Amazon Music, Spotify, wherever you listen to your podcast. I would bet you Adjusted Reality is with you. Now, many may have seen in our last month, we had a very exciting time. So I want to share with you what we did at New York Fashion Week to really promote posture, because every chiropractor takes care of every patient and helps them live a stronger, more aligned life. We're here at New York Fashion Week to talk to New Yorkers about their posture. Dr. Sherry McAllister, the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress, is president, with Dr. Alessandra Colon, the star of TLC's show Crack Addict. Our posture impacts everything that we do. Both of those bags are on one arm. and that creates trauma to the right shoulder. A lot of people start to go into forward head flexion as they look down at their phones. It creates an instability because she's got a bag on her hand, and as she walks, it imbalances her entire posture. We have to be aware of heavy bags, high heels. Posture is confidence. When you know better, you do better. Fashion is about expressing who you are. Chiropractic is about looking good, feeling good, and living in alignment. And that is adjusted reality. So I'm just telling you, we're going to the streets. We're talking to people. We're walking with people. We're celebrating chiropractic. And we need them to know we're with them every single day conversations. What are we doing and how are we doing it? And every day there is a teenager, there is an adult, there is a senior that is playing a video game. Now, how does that simple pleasure become a pain? And that's why we released Adjusted Reality's next piece, which is sleep. When you start gaming, what happens? So the context of this paper, it's a white paper, it's a great one to get into every single parent's hands, is how to prevent pleasure from becoming pain. Sleeping, gaming, and phone use can wreak havoc on our bodies and minds. Here's how to protect yourself. Listen, every parent will appreciate that we want to take care of our future. And if you're a gamer in your aging years, well, you know what? Best to protect and prevent than any other reason. And we're on the road with you. So we'd love to see you anywhere we go because we have lots of things that we can give you and send you away to make media fun. So we were at the big tent at Palmer's Homecoming, and underneath that big tent, we had Dr. Laura Tanis, and she was fantastic under the Founders Big White Tent on Founders Day. Then we were over to the WDC. Women, if you have not been to this convention, it's called the Unconventional with WDC. I highly recommend you go there. And then off we were to Cleveland University, and that was an experience. And last, we ended up moving towards something bigger in the release of Adjusted Reality. I'll tell you a little bit about that in a moment. Here's where we can unlock the true health. First and foremost, it's about coming together as a community. The entire world of chiropractic is finally coming together to build on the process of educating hundreds of millions of people. If we all do our part, each and every one of us, if you commit today to doing something more for the profession, I guarantee you 130 years ahead of us will be so bright, beautiful, and bold that will be hard to say no to the next new things. So we are asking you to look at buying a book bundle. That's 4, 7, or 10 books. Now, if you buy 10 books, it's $150. You get them out to everyone in your community. Look, Thanksgiving is coming up. Christmas holidays are coming up. A great way to share with them. All you have to do is go to f4cp.org/adjusted reality. Scroll down, you can buy a book bundle right there. Again, that's f4cp.org/adjusted reality. You'll get a free toolkit. That toolkit is epic in what it has in it: videos, infographics, posters. And as you can see, if you use the code reality10 for your 10 book bundle, when you apply it to your checkout code, you will get 50% off. Now, if you help us move this book, the next step is to get your own impact toolkit with white papers and videos and infographics and something even more that I think you'll be delighted with. There's going to be an opportunity coming up to get your 2 free CEs. But first, I want to share with you, what are the readers saying? Because we're trying to get the youth to understand, to build our future on what adjusted reality is and how chiropractors treat whole being. And here is one focus group to show you.
It gave me a better understanding of chiropractic, and it made me realize how much chiropractors support the way that the body heals.
Chiropractors are not just here to crack your spine, they're interested in you as a whole being.
The book explains greatly the roles of chiropractors and how much they really put the patient in control with the whole being.
Making sure that you're healthy with your sleep and what you're putting into your body, and then how they're adjusting you on top of that as well.
It gave me a better understanding by showing me different physical, emotional, and social factors that can factor into our well being.
I thought it was very easy to understand.
You can have pain in a place, but that might not be the cause or the root area of the pain originating.
The most interesting thing I learned from the book was about how much a back surgery could take somebody's daily life apart.
You got to find the root problem of the cause to be able to completely fix the pain so that it's not a bandage fix.
I think it gave a good introduction of how many factors there are into whole health.
Everybody should read this book. Too many people these days fall into the trap of getting another medication for the next pain that they have, or the doctor providing another medication for a side effect from another medication. So you're taking 6 to 8 pills a day, and it feels like you have no other option to relieve pain.
I do think that my friends and family should read this book.
So it can make a huge difference in your life.
The book empowered me to better explain chiropractic by showing me how different ways chiropractors are able to function and process different things compared to medical doctors.
Listen, if we can empower the future, not a single person in that particular showcased video was paid. These were all legitimate people we gave the book to and we said, "What do you think?" And that's why I took the bold step to write to Forbes and say the whole being revolution is how chiropractic is changing healthcare. That word means everything. It is a revolution. It's time. It's our time. There's a famous quote that really sums this up, and it's by Richard Dawkins. Let's be bold in what we hypothesize, but cautious and humble in what we claim. It is our time to be bold. We have been here for 130 years. It is our moment to take control. We only can lose this battle if we choose to do nothing. So that is why we launched at Forbes in New York City one of the biggest, boldest movements ever seen in chiropractic history. You're either with us or unfortunately you're against us, because there's no way to get hundreds of millions of people to understand our beauty unless we unite. And that is why Times Square has a full ad. And I laugh because it's never been seen that I had my face bigger than a bus, but you can see it. It's right on your right hand side of your screen. It is adjusted reality, and millions of people will see this ad. It is all week long. Every 20 minutes, they're going to see adjusted reality, how chiropractic will make a difference. The gift on the bottom, that's Dr. Mark Siegel, highest rated chief medical officer, who really does talk the talk and walk the walk. And he appreciates us. And he was there for the launch. And as you can see, I gave him a gift. That gift was chiropractic. It is our challenge coin. And we had some of the very best, like Del Bigtree, Mitzi Perdue, Fab Mancini, and of course, none of this could have been possible without a man, the chairman of the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress, who invested his time, his talent, and his wisdom into making the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress, and that is Mr. Kent S. Greenewalt. So I want to take a moment and thank them. Dr. Carl Cleveland was with us in New York City. He received the Kent S. Greenewalt Legacy Award. What a champion he is. This is the time to join in on the social media movement. The adjusted reality movement is about changing the way we align our health and our longevity. And that's how chiropractics fit in. How do you participate? Well, first you got to buy your book bundle. Then you got to get the record a video yourself. All you have to say is, "I'm adjusted." Sherry McAllister, Grass Valley, California, and post it on social media. I already have lots of friends doing it, and it's so fun to see. People are going to ask, "What is adjusted reality?" And you will be able to say it. Just make sure that you tag us and tag 2 other people. Use the code or hashtag adjusted reality. Now, special gift for you. It is only lasting 1 month. So by the time I come back to this Facebook Live, it will be over. It goes from October 15th to November 15th. You can get 2 free CE credits. How do you do it? First, you go to chirocredit.com. Second, you look up adjusted reality and you can find that 2-hour class You click to redeem your coupon. Now, the key here, write this down. You have to enter the code 742352. That code again is 742352. I don't remember ever in history where we've had a book that has launched, not only launched into the ethos, but now is in 21 countries. Okay. And we've had already a very exciting announcement to make, but we're going to wait till next month before we tell you what that one's going to be. So, as always, I greatly appreciate you. Come on this journey with us all throughout the next year. We're going to make history in the way we get the small minority to be the vast majority. I want to thank you. It only happens if you're with us, you're for us, and you're about us to make adjusted reality an everyday word and how we treat our patients with whole being care. Thank you, and we look forward to checking in again next month.